More time. I'm just seeing when it start taping. Whoever is member of my community, welcome back. Who is not, become one and subscribe, and then we will talk. As how periodically will show up here when I have time to do. Here's the simple deal. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, and it was about new laws are being passed in Georgia. I'm sorry, not in Georgia, but maybe in Georgia as well. I haven't checked yet. But for Florida, it's anti-homeless law, but they do it like in a form of collective punishment. But when we're talking about gang stalking, the homelessness is it's very planned and long-term specific targeting of a person in order to steal his money in a way, invest in real estate, and then make him homeless in the same time. When this person becomes homeless, he becomes a target on the street with no defense of any kind. And so, what is the Florida aspect of it? The Florida aspect of gang stalking is of homeless with the new law. Actually, there is a way of grabbing a person and removing them from the streets and put in jail when you know very well that when person goes in jail, they're kind of on the mercy or whoever runs it. So if you are gang stalked to get in jail, you got problems. And not just that, you can have your identity switch with somebody else, and then you can lose, people can lose a trace of you. And it's the same like organizations with um, mental illness. They are run by groups of people or investments, but not the government. So, government stopped worry about this because from this moment on, they don't look guilty and don't get involved in a gang stalking, but actually some private firm does. So, um, what I would say, in order to fit this law, whatever they're doing, they have to do certain stuff. One of this law will forbid for people that doesn't matter what time of the day to sleep on the street, even on a bench. One of the worst situations when we deal with gang stalking is sleep deprivation and sleep exhaustion. So after a couple of days, people are unresponsive and they have dementia-like symptoms, and then they're being attacked. So de facto, if you are made homeless, they're going to be a problem in Florida specifically. But not just that. Uh, there was nothing in the law says about cars. So it means that there is a possibility that people who are gang stalked are being prepared in order to be hijacked, the identity hijacked. They will have their cars taken away. Okay, this way they will end up with total no. I call it physical protection by sitting in a car. I knew several people, not personally, but I see several people, as I said, that actually sometimes they go to a specific area and simply take a nap. I would suggest you to research in general for yourself to know everything can happen in life. Research sleeping tricks, what people do in order to survive if you have a sleepness or sleep deprivation. Don't forget that sleep deprivation is part of torture. This way, I'm sorry, this way people exhaust targets. So, uh, what I would suggest for now, nothing. Mineral with carbonated. Anyway, so this is what the new law will do. The new law in Florida will suggest to um, to gang stalkers in a way, will give a free hand to gang stalkers to simply attack you there. That's what it is. As I said, I am really, really kind of following this thing because I had, as I said, I don't know where I'm going to lose my apartment, my condominium. And within for the last couple of weeks specifically, 1 week specifically, even though I have a situation at work for the last 6, 7, 8 months, the there is a possible of double hit on me. I'm talking about double hit, lose of the apartment at once and at the same time losing of a job. You see, when you're in my specific place, I work as a security guard and I run a whole several buildings. And those several buildings, as I said, when my ship, there are like a 4 by 4, six, not 16, have a uh, 1, 2, 3, 12, and 14 buildings I have under my command. And they are very safe place when I'm there. So, but if I get fired, like some of my gang stalkers within the Allied Universal Company do and prepare for me, the what happens is I will have to um, leave the area. And so I'll go in the unknown territory of Atlanta and wait until my apartment or former condominium will be sold and we will see how much money there. Maybe it will be nothing, but there's another way simply maybe to drive out of the city and leave. And so what happening is um, I will feel really unsafe this way. The That's why I'm saying whoever is gang stalking you, and currently who is gang stalking me, and try to make me homeless, try to lose me my job. Those are people who want you. I would say directly, they want you dead because the um, gang stalking currently, if you're homeless, it's based on it's racially based, and not just that, they have a specific uh, uh, steps to do that. First, they will make you homeless. Then they will attack you on the street. Then they will take you anything, whatever you have of value. Then they will take everything which is regarding your identity, and so on and so on. And then you end up somewhere uh, walking the streets smelling like urine. I mean, it whole sounds really horrible, but this is what my point is. So, in order for you to prevent this, they can confiscate your car under specific pretexts, um, like taxes or whatever. You see what I mean? So, or some kind of a lien. This way, uh, people have to be prepared for it. So, de facto, you should have absolutely minimum thing of stuff that you have to carry. The fact what's horrible part is when that you have gun stalking is you have to practically leave all your stuff behind, pretty much, and not just which stuff. For instance, for my mother worked for a very long time. I contributed and so on, and you cannot just take it with you because, as I said, they're gonna be a hit created. So you have to make sure. I'm not talking about heat like hit. No, no, no. I'm talking about in general attack of some kind, and it takes several steps to do. And usually, as I said, what gun stalkers do to people in order to make them vulnerable, they will remove from places, and then you see what now Florida does is they will pass by passing this law you won't be able to create a mini commune. Like, for instance, you can know a couple of people or something, and you just go in a park and you talk to them. They kind of you protect each other in a way. But there will be no such thing. If you do that, they will arrest you momentarily, put you in jail, and when they put you in jail, when they arrest you, they will take again, instead of calling gang stalkers to do that, they will simply strip of all of your value. Okay, so this way they're gonna be a big deal, a big problem. Okay, so watch what's happening, and it's that's what it is. The as I said, don't go to Florida in any circumstances. And as I said, I was expecting to be fired today, and but I wasn't. Interesting stuff, and they moved the requirement, whatever would have fired me, 2 weeks up, not up, further. So I have another 2 weeks. I have another 2 weeks to do, and will I do it or not? I have no idea what the gang stalkers are waiting for. But as I said, unfortunately, the gang stalkers got into my workplace currently. They were there before, but some of the people, but now they just became active, really active. So I am actively gang stalked, and not just I'm actively gang stalked, I am actively gang stalked within my workplace. And it's done really well. It's very hard to prove, but already I have stuff. But the um, simply um, problem coming, whatever happens, I have to face it in a way. And uh, will I be able to beat it in a way? I have no idea. But I've been in the worst place, in the worst time before because I didn't have any experience. Now I have a lot of experience against gang stalking. But as I said, what the worst part of it that you think that your knowledge will have big deal. Yes, it is, but kind of to keep you afloat, but not to uh, confront somebody. Whatever they did to my father, whatever they did to my mother, and stole the research of my father, uh, I still don't have it. I know what it is. I know what's happening, and then suddenly somebody shows up and start laughing in your face and then you look and actually it's people that work for the companies that have that they have uh, my father's patent. When I was talking about Taiwan and stuff like this a couple of months ago, I come from work and I have a guy from Taiwan approaching me. A guy from Taiwan approaching me uh, and start telling me things with so like somebody's listening to you. Then I have last for the last week or so, I have every day a car parked either next to my car. It's like a limousine, a big suburban. And anytime I go there around it, I have flights flashing at me, but there's nobody inside. It means somebody's sitting outside and watching and use remote control. So this is I call it anchoring. I mean, everybody knows what anchoring. My point is, gang stalking is kind of try to piss you off in a way, but it's make kind of to make you nervous. It's as I said, anchoring. It can be just some kind of a warning of for you, not for them. They just simply do it on purpose. That you will have to uh, maybe gonna be dragged in some kind of a beer thing. Anyway, I will. It's almost 15 minutes. I have 14 minutes 25 seconds. You have a good night, guys. And as I said, whoever is member of my community, welcome back. And who is not, who is watching, um, subscribe.